Hey guys, it's Ray here. Welcome back to my channel. So do you guys remember earlier this year when I tested out the world's blackest paint in existence and it was absolutely incredible? Well, my friends, our petty art king Stuart Semple recently created the world's Goldest gold. And just like the world's blackest black, if you haven't heard the backstory behind the world's Goldest gold, it's a lot. Let me explain the backstory. The decade is the 1980s. Everything was excessive. Hair, makeup, clothes, music. And of course, gold paint. Gold paint on everything. Make everything gold. And obviously to create things out of gold, it got very expensive very quickly. So during the 1980s, a pigment called quinacridone gold pigment P048PY150 series number 2. We'll just call it quadrichrome for short. Anyway, this pigment was very special because anywhere that you painted on, it basically was made to replicate to look like real gold. Well, enter in the 90s, where all things excessive and bright, all that was out, muted brown fashion was in. And of course, painting everything gold was considered tacky. And by 2001, the company that produced this once very sought after gold pigment, they had literally just piles and piles of it laying around, not knowing what to do with it anymore. Enter in Daniel & Smith Painting Company. They heard that this pigment was no longer going to be sold or made anywhere else in the world. So they were like,
"Hey, pigment company, we'll buy that whole entire supply and take that off your hands for money."
And just like that, the entire world stock of gold pigment 48 was now monopolized by Daniel Smith Painting Company, making it not available to literally anybody else in the world. And over the course of the next 17 years, they eventually ran out of the pigment, therefore making the color no longer exist anymore. And in modern day, if you're lucky enough, you might be able to still find some on eBay selling for hundreds of dollars. But generally speaking, that color was gone forever. Until our petty art king, Stuart Semple, recreated his own version. That's one, not only more gold and more reflective than the original. Two, he reformulated it in the form of acrylic so it's more universal and easy to use. And three, he made it at a price point of only $11.99 per bottle. And just like Black 3.0, if you purchase this paint, you basically agree to a waiver saying that you are not in any way, shape, or form Daniel Smith purchasing this gold paint. And so today, not only am I gonna test it out, see what it looks like, but I'm also gonna put it up against some of the best gold paint that money can buy. So we'll see if it truly is the goldest paint in existence. So yeah, as always, let's unbox. Okay, so here it is. For this video, I ended up getting not one, not two, but 3 different bottles because I like to have backups. And probably even better than just the paint alone, it actually came with this button that says, "Hello, my name isn't Anish Kapoor." I absolutely love this. This is gold. No pun intended. Now, right off the bat, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit smaller than what I would expect. Marker for scale. But I mean, for $11.99, am I really complaining? No. It comes in a nice glass bottle, which I think is really nice. It's resealable, which again is very, very, very nice. But yeah, I really like this packaging. It doesn't smell like anything. Oh wow, right off the bat, this paint is tripping me out. Even though this paint I know is still liquid, it's not dry in any way, shape, or form, up close it looks like it's already dry. I don't know how else to describe it. That is so weird. All right, here we go, the first swatch. This is one swipe, not diluted, not anything. This is just one singular swipe. Oh my god. And right off the bat, it is super, super reflective. In fact, this paint is so reflective, when I was trying to get my very first swatch with my iPhone, it was like literally reflecting back into the camera, not even able to pick up the image. Here's what it looks like on my iPhone. It can't even pick it up. That's how shiny this paint is. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a pure glare. Oh my god. So let's test this bad boy out on white paper and see if it's as equally stunning. The white swatch looks a little bit darker than the gold swatch, even though I know they're the exact same color. It just freaks my brain out. But yeah, I gotta say, even on white paper, it's just as reflective, just as bright, just as shiny, just as nice, honestly. So far, I would say that the only downside of this gold paint is that when you look at it from like a weird angle, it kind of looks poopy, like a poopy kind of brown. Oh wow, when this stuff is liquid, it looks even cooler. It literally looks like liquid gold. It's so pretty, I'm gonna have to get a slow-mo shot. Like, I'm gonna have to turn off the camera, my really nice camera, and get a slow-mo shot. That's how beautiful this is. Even the water that I'm dipping into the brush, even that looks really gorgeous. It kind of looks like a J-Lo 2003 moment, you know, and I'm here for it. It's so pretty. So when I was looking around my house looking for something to paint with the world's Goldest gold paint, I actually stumbled across that little pumpkin from my Black 3.0 video where I painted the whole entire pumpkin black. And now it seemed appropriate to repaint over it with the world's Goldest gold. Here it is. I'm actually kind of amazed because it doesn't look like there's paint on this. It kind of looks like there's like a gold foil on top of this. And at this point, it's piqued my curiosity to the point where I want to see what it looks like on something that is actually gold. So let me go look around my house and we'll see what I can find. Now for this test, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was a little worried because I don't think I have anything that's made with actual gold in my house. All the stuff that I do have, it's kind of like a super synthetic kind of gold, you know, like it doesn't look real whatsoever. Except I do have one thing that I know has gold inside of it. My gold Gucci pen. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this gold directly over the pen and we'll see what it looks like over gold directly. It doesn't look like polished gold, literally whatsoever. But I am impressed that this acrylic paint is so shiny, so reflective. Its reflection is comparable to straight up polished metal. That is incredible. Wow. Now, so far, this is by far some of the coolest paint I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Not only is it super reflective, it has cool packaging, and it also comes at a good price. But I want to see what it looks like compared to other gold paints. So I went ahead, I ordered some of the highest rated paint that I could find, and we'll see if this paint really is that special. So the first paint we're going to test out will be Arteza Acrylic Colors Premium in Aztec Gold. So right off the bat, two things. One, it's a little bit thinner, it's a little bit more transparent, it's a little bit darker. You can tell there's less pigment inside of the Arteza one. And two, probably most importantly, by far it's not as reflective and shiny as the world's Goldest gold. Even just looking at it through my camera monitor, you can clearly see a difference between like the shine of the world's Goldest gold and the Arteza one. So Arteza, not a good match. So like I said, the pigment inside of this gold paint is made up of mica pigment. So what better comparison than straight up mica pigment? This is from Pearl X. And by the way, if you want to see any of these products, I will leave literally everything down below on Amazon. I'm also gonna mix in a little bit of gum arabic. That way it's not just like loose pigment in water. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Whoa. So basically, the acrylic inside this, aka the polymer, which is the ingredient that makes it acrylic, it's so thick in comparison to like the gum arabic that it's actually way more gold, way more reflective than just using the pure pigment. So surprisingly, pure gold pigment is out. All right, so the last brand that we're gonna test out is actually a twofer. And just on a weird side note, you guys are absolutely not gonna believe the coincidence of this paint brand's name. Look at its name, look at its name. Coming in at $17, we have iridescent gold in artist grade quality. All right, so here we go. Oh, interesting. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick this up, but right off the bat, the Golden Artist acrylic is a little bit more shinier. On my phone camera, the swatch is coming up almost pure white, which I think is really interesting. We also have Golden's Fluid Acrylic in iridescent gold, and this one is literally the exact same size, the exact same color, and of course, the exact same finish. And the biggest difference of all is that the Golden acrylic is only $2 cheaper than the world's Goldest gold. So yeah, let's go ahead and test these out. They're literally the exact same. Yeah, when you put two of the best paint brands next to each other, they look literally the exact same. In fact, I would say the most iridescent one was the Golden Thick Body acrylic. It wasn't even the world's Goldest gold. Final thoughts. Unlike the Black 3.0, the blackest paint in the world, not to be dramatic, but that was like a life-changing experience, you know? Like, I had so much fun with that black paint. And I don't really feel that way about this gold paint, but I did have a great time painting it all over things. It's incredibly reflective. Is it the world's Goldest gold? Probably not so much. But you know, for a price point of only 12 bucks, I think it's definitely worth the experience. If you're interested in any of this stuff, I will link everything down below. And I will see you guys next Friday, which I think will be January 1st, 2021. So yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye.